right, here we go. My top 10 reasons that I love my mom. Eternally grateful for her and a lot of stuff she does for me. So this is going to be very personal. A lot of the topics that I mentioned on this list, some of it is pretty broad. I guess it can cut, like a lot of people can relate to it. Some of it's very specific. Um, and I'm gonna tell some stories and stuff and celebrate, this wonderful woman who brought me into this world. So everybody's list is gonna look different. The reasons why you love and appreciate your mom is gonna look different than mine, and that is the beauty of this list. So, all right, number 10. Even though it could very easily put this as a number one, gosh, my mom's cooking is delicious. But I want to specify two very specific things, okay? One, her homemade pizza. All right, growing up, well, first and foremost, pizza is my favorite food. And actually, I think next week for Fun List Friday, not this week, but the following week, we are doing a pizza-related list. But anyways, for this, I will stick with this episode. But pizza night was the best part of the week, and we got pizza night twice a week. All right, Wednesday nights, pizza night. Saturday nights, pizza, movies, family time night. All right, and it was tremendous. We had so many different variations of pizza. My mom did the round pan. She did the flat pan. She's done stuffed crust. She's done flatbreads. There was the sugar-coated pizza crust before, and that was an interesting experience. We done Hawaiian pizza, which I actually would probably say that I got my love of Hawaiian pizza from her. I could definitely attribute that. Her pizza, homemade pizza, is fantastic, and last year I had her show me how to do it, and I'm looking forward. Hopefully, I can have the opportunity to make some homemade stuff soon, but her homemade pizza is tremendous, and I cannot wait for the holidays. Actually, I guess I'm doing three specific things, okay? Thanksgiving time, her apple pie is second to absolutely nobody. I look forward to it. I want to ask her for like my own pie, just to kind of have it and pick at it until I complete it, because it is really, really good the way she preps it. She hand makes everything. And her Christmas cutout cookies, actually her whole Christmas cookie plethora, but her Christmas cutouts are really, really good. And her lemon squares and her butter balls and the bird's nest with the jelly in the middle. Simply put, my mom's a really good cook, and I'm grateful that her cooking has fed me for so long, for many, many years. She's done a really good job, and you know what, too? There was an emphasis around the food. The food felt special because until our lives got really hectic, we were all sitting around a dinner table, and every single night, and around a meal that she prepped. So there's that. Number 9 is the special emphasis on holidays. And this is something that I lack currently. I kind of lightly touched on the lessons from the list, how I don't feel like a special day is I'd rather have something all year. I'd rather have something all year instead of just like, okay, here, you have to do it on this day. Let's celebrate each other all year. But she always made holidays feel special. Every single one of them. My birthdays, I felt special. I did. I know people who really didn't do much for birthdays. Really didn't do much at all with their family for their birthdays. My mom, along with my dad too, but again, reason for the season. My mom always made an extra effort to make me feel special on birthdays. Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Halloween. I'm trying to think what other holidays. Even like doing 4th of July with her, my family, my extended family was always special. And we spent a lot of time with my aunts and uncles on that side of the family for the 4th of July. But there's such a special emphasis on holidays, getting dressed up and just being together and spending time with the people you love. Holidays they're very different now because I have a family of my own, and I'm married to another very, very family-oriented person. And while I do miss, having dinner with her and my dad and, that my siblings and stuff, I do miss it a lot. I like to think that I make a good effort to still spend time with them and keep the balance with respect to my wife's family and respect to my own family as well. I like to think that I try my best to do that and try to hold up the holiday magic. It's very difficult. It can be sometimes. Holidays can be very overwhelming for me, but even when I'm feeling down, I can think back to those days when it was so special and the magic of a holiday was still there, and I have my mom to thank for that. Number 8. I'm a lot better with this now, but she does chip in from time to time. I'm going to bring that up, but financial support. During some of my rough times, she and my dad, but she took extra good care of me. And if I needed something, always there for it. Minimal questions asked. All right. There did come a time where I deserved to be cut off. Even still, like if there's an absolute dire situation, she will come through, and I am ever so appreciative of that. But yeah, there's been some tough times. I've talked about some of my financial embarrassments, and my mom has always came through, and to my privileged fortune, I would say, never ever asked for anything in return. Did it with love. It comes a point where you got to pay some of this debt back, but she never specifically asked, hey, I need that. No, it was just, here, do this, take this because I love you. And very, very fortunate for that. Yeah. Number 7. Times where she really pepped me up. Okay. There's times where she patronizes me and I'm just like, yeah. It's just, yeah, okay. But there's been a lot of times over the years, and especially in my younger years, where all I had was my immediate family. That she was the one pepping me up and making me feel better after a bad day at school or some kind of bad social interaction. She was there. She was there to provide that loving love and care. Not so much tough love, but that love and care that I definitely needed a lot, because there was a lot of bad days going through school. A lot of, I talked about some of my social traumas, even as a young kid, just overwhelmed by just, my mom and dad raised me in such a positive way, and they did a really good job. I would definitely say that. And when you go out into the real world, school, work, whatnot, you meet some really awful, ugly people. And there's no way like a really, truly loving home can prepare you for something like that. But because I met there was a lot of awful people on the going through my journey of life. And but when I was feeling down, my mom was there to pep me up. So that is my number 7. Number 6, a big part of my taste in music stems from my mom. All right. I love 80s music. I do. And my mom listened to all the wild stuff. She was out there back in the 80s with her poofy curly hair, looking like she was doing one of those, she was on one of those like workout shows. It's funny. I look at some of her like outfits from back in the day, and like she looks like an extra in like one of those Glad workout videos. Just the way, just all the bright colors and stuff. She was awesome. Like her dress code was fantastic. Big old hoop earrings. She still rocks it. But she was very there, and she loved 80s music and a lot of that stuff. I hope she hears that and doesn't think I'm like making fun of her, but I think it's awesome. But her taste in music was tremendous. There'd be songs where I'd be listening to, and like not that I shouldn't have, but there were songs that she grew up listening to, And a lot of again, 80s I'm just immersed with. I love it. If I had a time machine, I would drop myself off right before holiday season 1979, so I can enjoy that and then just go run straight through the decade. It's one of my things. But my love of music, big part of my love of music, again, 80s music, it stems from her and listening, all the just videos. She'd film so much stuff, which we're going to talk about momentarily. But, she filmed so much stuff, but all the cassettes that she had and whatnot, just playing music while we were younger and whatnot. And, just very, very good taste in music, at least from my perspective. I love the 80s. I really do. Number five. It is, I could put this up higher. I mean, a lot of these kind of just blend in. There's really not a set, list here. But it's been the support with my son and of course, supporting myself and my wife, Amy. I feel through this process that me and my mom have grown a lot closer. It's weird to think about, but pre-parenthood, it would be like nothing for me to like go weeks on end without seeing like my parents, which is weird. And I kind of hate that it was like that for a little while. But now like it's great because they're always there. She's always offering babysitting time. She adjusted her schedule at work so she can spend time with him. I talked about financial support. She's always bringing by like formula and snacks and whatnot to make sure he's okay. Sometimes we really need it. Sometimes we don't, but she just does it anyways. So we're always good. We are well taken care of. But it's been so much fun to see, like, it's as a grandparent, or as she calls, the Mimi. That is her nickname. But it's been really nice. It's been really nice, and I feel like me and her have grown a lot closer over the last. Well, it'll probably be about a year and a half, almost 2 years. Ever since we found out that we were having a child and whatnot. Me and my wife were having a child, and just the support and just always there. So I'm grateful for that, and my son loves being with her. That's for sure. Number 4, it is the records that she has, like of us. My number 2, it kind of goes hand in hand with it, but I will say that the amount of videotapes that we have of us growing up is insane, and it would take me a very, very long time to go through all of them and watch. Watching family videos was one of the highlights. Growing up, just watching us as little babies and young kids. Memories that I didn't know that I had, and watching it. And she made sure that we had stuff filmed. All right, so that someday we can kind of look back on it. Her father. My grandfather, experimented with film, and had stuff, but she wanted to keep a detailed record of everything, like a video record of everything. And if I would like to get them converted some point, I really truly would, and update them on digital or some other means, but. I can, there is literally thousands of hours of our childhood movies film in a closet at the house. So I'm very, very grateful for that. Very, very grateful for that. Number three. My mom has a very strong personality, and sometimes it can appear to be combative, but it is very, very loving in intent. I know that. But it's knowing of worth. All right. My mom knows what she's worth to people, and she will love people unconditionally until they give her a strong reason not to. I have taken that. I try to be a little bit more diplomatic sometimes with it, because I don't want to have bad fallouts. I've had enough of those. I've talked about it, and I've witnessed a lot of bad fallouts with people. But my mom knows her worth, first and foremost. And again, until somebody has absolutely pushed her to the limit, she will love and support and be there for you endlessly until she just absolutely can't take it. And I've seen and understood why she's given up on a lot of people. I get that from her. I do. I do. I put walls up now between me and people who I tried. You know what I mean? I tried. I really tried hard. And you hear stuff and things, and it's like, damn, what do I have to do to even get a fraction of the love I'm giving you back, reciprocated? And I know my worth because of my mom, because of I seen the walls that she put up, for herself, for her own well-being and protection and emotional, well-being. And I've adapted that in a lot of senses. So I'm very, very grateful for that, to have a mom that did that and didn't just take verbal abuse from people and just keep coming back for more. Thank you, sir, I'll have another. Like, she was never really like that. It was okay. You disrespect me, we're not going to be talking. And I value that. I really, truly do. Number 2, I did bring this up. I touched on it, that is connected to my number 4 with the video, but photography. My love of photography, a habit that I ended up picking up, stems from my mom. Everywhere we go, her camera is there. Everywhere. And there are, I'd roll my eyes on occasion, and I do feel bad every single time. But I am grateful for the love of photography that my mom has bestowed upon me. Because along with thousands of hours of video footage of us coming up in the world, me, my sister, brother, and the whole family just kind of progressing, there are bins and bins and bins full of pictures of memories that I also did not know that I had. And, I if I'm like, want to remember something, I'll ask, hey, can you find this in a bin? And whatnot. And actually, she helped me great. The message, the advice to our younger selves list that I did, about a month and a half ago. I asked her for the younger picture of me. I asked if she can find it for the project, and she had it. All right. If she didn't care about taking pictures, I wouldn't have had the opportunity. I love that, like putting that thumbnail together. I loved doing that. And I love the fact that my mom played a part in doing so. But yeah, like I love photography. I love taking pictures of stuff that I like and of people that I like. I heard a quote on YouTube a couple weeks ago, and I don't know it verbatim, like most quotes I try to repeat on here. But it was, you take pictures of the people that you love or that you'll miss someday. And my mom has taken pictures of thousands, and not thousands, it's probably dramatic, but a lot of people in our lifetime that have passed through our lives and whatnot. She's taken a lot of pictures, and yeah, it goes to show you she cares. And even though we sometimes don't appreciate these pictures and whatnot in the moment, looking back retroactively, I'm grateful. I am. And yeah, I do enjoy taking pictures because of her. My whole hobby of just going out and taking pictures stems from her. So my number 1 is that always there, always ever present. The sacrifices she made, again, cutting out work, leaving work a little early to make make sporting events, making sure we got to places on time, is something that hasn't gone unnoticed, even if I've never directly thanked her for it. Being there is ever important. I had a teammate my junior year. He was a senior, and it was senior night for the wrestling team. And what they used to do for senior night is walk out with their parents and take some pictures, get some flowers. It's a big hoopla, all right, in front of whoever came to the wrestling match. And I had a friend who neither parent showed up for. And it broke my heart that they weren't there for this friend. I won't name names. Because I couldn't fathom that. Because my mom was so involved. My mom could never leave me like that. And my friend was upset, at the situation. He was not overly thrilled that his parents didn't make it. But I was sad for him because that was something I never had an issue with. Never. No matter what sport I was doing, whether it was baseball, football, bowling, what else did I do? I mean, wrestling, cross country, track and field, volleyball, whatever it was, she was there. Camera in tow. But she was there. When I went through my really bad previous relationship breakup in Rochester, she was there. An hour and a half away from home. She was there fighting the good fight for me because I was just emotionally destroyed. But my mom was on the front line standing up for me. And that's like, I'll never forget that. That means a lot to me. Always there, in my corner. And, no matter, again, I referenced the butting heads and whatnot, but no matter how many times we butted heads, none of it matters. She is there. She is always there. The travel that she did with my dad to watch me wrestle was, it means the world. It really does. And it is a lesson for me to be there because both my parents were always there. But I feel like if I'm not always there, that I'm doing my child a big disservice because she tells me all the time that I was planned, I was wanted, and so she wants to be there. And I believe her that I was wanted too. So if I'm going to bring a child into the world, I want to be there for everything. Don't, not miss something just because. I want to be there every step of the way. And I get that a lot from my mom. So there it is, everybody. Top 10 reasons that I love my mom, or simply put, this is the Mother's Day list.